I pretty much just fire everyone else and go with the incinerator. You haven't shot anything recently. Why don't you shoot this guy? Oh, you... Good morning, everyone. Dave from the wee hours back with more 30 games in 30 days. This time taking a look at Strike Team Hydra, which is effectively just the combat of XCOM. It's turn-based combat and really nothing else. There's a very, very base, minimal story, but it's just going mission to mission to mission to mission, doing XCOM-style turn-based combat. So I'll show you the team that I put together. We'll get into a mission, and we'll show off a little bit of Strike Team Hydra. So this is the team I've chosen for this mission, and you can mix it up, you can take people out, you can put people in. Again, there's a pretty wide variety of different archetypes and character types you can choose from, but this is who I'm rolling out the door with. Let's just do some very, very brief introductions here. This one right here is my Rifter. She apparently can move gravity and space and time through some sort of techno-magic-y kind of thing, which is adorable, and I really just picked her because I love her helmet, this sort of ninja-esque death helmet that she's got going on here. But as is pretty typical, every different type of archetype is going to have their own special abilities, so everybody gets emboldened. Every unit can regain 15 morale. Everyone can do that. That's a standard ability. But she gets some little tweaky ones, like Gravity Wave. All units in the area of effect suffer 5 to 15 damage, and it'll reduce their evasion by 25 for one turn. And that has no cooldown and no limit. There's no limit to the number of times I can do that in this particular combat arena. Grenade, lots of people get grenades. Grenades are fun. I mean, let's face it, grenades for the win. And Temporal Shield, she can, all tiles within a 2-tile radius increase evasion of any units occupying them. So that's always fun. So there's contestant number 1. Contestant number 2 is my Incinerator. I think that should be pretty self-explanatory. I don't know if I need to go into a lot of detail about what somebody called an incinerator is going to do for a living. But yeah, he's a little tanky. He's got a little tank to him. He can guard. He can use his promethium fuel for increased ranged attack. Again, it's pretty much he's setting fire to things. But he does also get nano regenerators, so he can recover. He can do a passive heal. Well, really kind of an active passive heal. Now, this guy is my actual tank. He's a Vanguard. Pretty standard stuff again. He's just tanky, 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 and tanky, tanky, tanky all the time. And he gets Power Fist, so he can just smack someone upside the head for increased damage. He can use firing stabilizers to kind of lock himself in place and be extra tanky. And that's about it. He has other abilities, but he's never going to have the action points at this level to use them. So as he levels up, he'll get more action points, and all of the people will do that. They'll get more action points. They can use some of their higher level abilities, like Missile Salvo for 200 AP. All units suffer 15 to 40 damage. So yeah, he just ends up firing missiles at people at the end of his life. And you are actually basically my ninja, also called a Spectre. So yeah, basically think ninja. That's what he's going to do. He has a teleport ability. He can just teleport right to the enemy. He also gets a grenade too. But that's about it. Everything else that he does costs him a little more AP than he's got right now. I am looking forward to Energize Blade. Unit gets plus 75 melee attack skill. And remind me who you are again. You are my command. Oh, yes, you kind of boost morale of everyone around you. You are, in fact, a command person. You're a leader. So you get guard. Unit gains plus 3 counterattacks. Oh, yeah, everybody counterattacks. Everybody gets to shoot back at you all the time. And 25 evasion. You can take aim, which will increase, well, no surprise to anyone, your aim, and more importantly, you could bolster courage. That's kind of your thing. You're the command officer, you bolster courage. And finally on our roster, we have a cyborg, because of course we get a cyborg. I didn't even investigate what the cyborg special abilities were when I chose them for the team. I just heard cyborg and clicked yes. So what do you actually do? Cybernetic reflexes get plus 2 counterattacks, not a bad thing at all. Laser sighting, pretty self-explanatory. Ranged attack up by 25 and damage by 6 and crit chance by 25. And everything else is locked out to you. You can do self-repair because you're a cyborg. That's awesome. Cyborgs are always a good time. Alright, let's see what we've got in terms of enemies. We were told it would be minimal enemies, so I got a mutant of some sort up there. Fair enough. I've got a spidery, insecty thing over here. That's no kind of fun, and I don't immediately see the others. That's mildly worrying. Mildly worrying that I don't know where the other ones are, but we'll learn to cope with that. And we, of course, have a couple of terrain boosts around here, so if I land myself on there, I can get an armor boost, which is not bad. Increases my armor by 10 for 3 turns. And what's this one? A major damage boost. That would be handy. All friendly units within a 3-tile radius increased attack damage by 15. That's really solid. We'll have to go see if we can jump on top of that and get that activated and then cuddle some people up. So very, very standard turn-based tactics here. We've got 2 moves. We can do a half move or a full move. If we do a half move, we'll be able to use some sort of combat ability. If we do a full move, we're kind of SOL. So where'd my incinerator go? Is that you? That's you, right? Yeah, let's get you up close and personal here. Why don't you march up here in your half move and see what you can do about hurting this guy a lot. Target will counterattack. Yep, we know that. Yeah, you set fire to things. That's why you're called an incinerator. Okay, everybody missed. Everybody missed everything. That's fine. How about my little temporal gravitational warper here? What could you do with your time? You could... Can you shooty this guy over here? No. No, I think you have to be up close and personal. I actually think you have to get right up next to them. That's fine. Let's send you over to get the armor boost. Why don't you do that? There we go. And then those guys in radius got that armor boost. So super. Let's send our command officer up here. I'm pretty sure you can get all... Why can't you get all shooty? Why can't you shoot him? You should shoot him. That's like your thing. Well, what's your special ability? You can do guard. Probably not. No, probably not. Just skip that for right now. You've got a gun. Go shoot something. Yeah, alright, now, shoot this guy. There we go. Shoot the mutant. Good job, sir. And I don't think my ninja's going to be able to get close enough. No, there's no way he's going to be able to get close enough. But he could teleport. Let's have you get closer, at least, by teleporting up here. Boom. Ninja teleport. Now, there's nothing you're going to be able to do there, but that's fine. You may as well just stand there, and you can attack him in the next turn. And then finally, our Vanguard, our tank, you can just sort of... You know what? Why don't you dash forward? Because that spider's going to come a-hunting, and you are literally there to soak up damage, so you may as well do that. All right, let's end our turn and see what happens. Yep, the spider's coming up. No surprise there. And the mutant's making a move on my... Oh, actually, on my incinerator. And my incinerator counterattacks and sets him on fire and destroys him. Good job, incinerator. I knew there was a reason I hired you. All right, command wants to get a shot right away. And you've actually got a pretty decent shot. You get an 85% chance to hit this guy. Yeah, solid shot there. Now, my ninja, can you teleport to this guy and still get an attack in? I'm going to guess no. No, don't do that. I know who you are. Yeah, go ahead and slide over there. Can you get an attack in on this guy? No, I didn't think so. That was a double move. That's fine. Why don't you shoot him? It's actually not a great shot, though. And everyone else is kind of messing with your pathing. Better shot? Slightly better shot. Okay, yeah, got some licks in there. That's fine. How about we see if the Vanguard can deal with this? Boy, you are so tanky, you just can't move very far, can you? Shoot him. Yep, thank you. And who's left who needs something to be doing with their time? Incinerator. Can you go set fire to something again? Can you get in there? Don't set fire to anyone else, by the way. I actually never checked to see if friendly fire is a thing. All right, you got that armor boost, which was very nice of you. Why don't you just march over here? March over here. And actually, why don't you head for the weapon boost while you're at it? Oh, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah, head in that direction. And I don't know why I'm moving you one tile at a time, except you're tapped out right here. Okay, that's fine. Everyone did a thing, right? Did you do a thing? Yeah, you did a thing. Okay, Spider's going to get a counterattack, but that's fine. We'll learn to cope with that. All right, Spider's Claw Strike missed. That's good. Oh, here comes another one. There's another one right there. Miss on my guy, my incinerator, but the counterattack works out just fine. I could pretty much probably run this show with just the incinerator. He seems to be working out just fine. Gravitational wave lady. Why don't you hit him, but miss? All right, yeah, so you are melee only. I thought you were. I didn't exactly remember. Incinerator, who I'm basically riding this whole team on. Go ahead and set fire to something again, please. Yep, that worked out just fine against that mutant. No problemo there. I pretty much just fire everyone else and go with the incinerator. You haven't shot anything recently. Why don't you shoot this guy? Oh, did you choose to kick him on the way out the door? Oh, that was it? All right. Well, there we go. 3 enemies down, no problems. And a good chunk of experience out of that. Alrighty. We got some money for that. We got 600 credits, and we got some loot. We have a worn Borean saber. I bet my ninja would be pretty interested in that. Excuse me, my specter. What are you packing right now? A sturdy nano blade. That's a level 16 weapon. Plus 3% melee crit. And this is a level 14 weapon plus 1% melee crit. Actually, that's terrible. No, don't do that at all. Just put it in your inventory and we'll sell that. Now, in this next mission, we have a much more interesting map to work with. We could just go in guns a-blazing for this guy, but we were also told in our mission briefing we could use these corridors to get around the back of them and try and outflank them. That's not a terrible option. We were also politely reminded that grenades are effective under all circumstances, so just, go in with grenades if you feel the need to do that. You're my vanguard, right? Okay. Why don't you charge in? Because that's basically what you do. That's 100% of your job. So you can stay right there and keep an eye on that guy. Now, let's have you start the process of going around the corridors there. There's 2 of them right there, 3 of them right there, actually. And they are pretty well, 2 of them are in half cover. Very, very traditional turn-based combat. Extremely common. Nobody is reinventing the wheel with this combat. And I'm not saying that as a complaint. P.S. I'm not saying that as a complaint. I'm just saying that, it's pretty much a cut-and-paste XCOM-style combat here, and that's totally okay. There's nothing wrong with imitating a good game. You are going to join... Actually, you're melee. You're melee, so I might have you charge up. Yeah, I think I'm going to take... Oh, do I want to maybe... I can swing him around the other corridor. Okay, I've got a plan. My 2 melee folks are going to come charging up, because going around the corridor is just going to waste your time. And you are going to come over here, and you'll also start going around the corridor. All right, good enough. Let's end that turn and see what their move is. Viral ammo is what I just got to pop up of. And again, viral ammo, that doesn't sound healthy. That doesn't sound like something I want shot into my body. All right, just a little bit of a tap there, and I did way more damage to him with the counterattack than he did to me. So I'm totally okay with that little light knock that I got there. Remind me, you are my incinerator. Okay, you are the guy who is carrying this entire mission. Why don't you just march right on up here and set fire to something? Really? You got no shot? You really have no shot? Are you sure you have no shot? Oh, there's one of those spider things over there too. Oh dear, that's less good news. Why don't you actually guard? Why don't you do that? Because you're kind of in the line of fire now. Let's actually use these special abilities. We brought them out. Let's use them. You do not get to move far before you run out of firing points as a tank, do you? You're really kind of stuck. Power Fist, you're not going to be able to do that because you need to be up close and personal. Just shoot the guy who's already wounded. Let's not overthink this. Let's just shoot the guy who's already wounded. Good move. Ninja, you're never going to be able to make it up there, even with a teleport, so why don't you come up here to this sort of cover. I mean, it'll cover you from some of them, not all of them. Don't think you need to use Embolden. Why don't you come over here, and can you get a shot on anyone at all? No. No, looks like you might be out of range on that. Yeah, no, you're no good. You're terrible. You're just terrible. You... Ooh, yeah, come up here. I want my melee folks to be kind of charging forward, and my command officer, you can start moving around this corridor, see if you can get some shots in on that side. Yeah, good. I'm happy with that. let's end this turn and see what they do with that information. Okay, he's going to charge in, which actually works out really well for me, because that means I can bring my melee guys up to bear. And that's all they did. They didn't even get a shot off on us. So let's get my little technomancer here. Why don't you come up here in your half move and do whatever magic it is you do with this guy. I'm not even sure what you're trying to do to him, but just do it. Whatever it is, do it. I'm kind of regretting the technomancer now, truth be told. You seem broadly ineffective at everything. Set fire to the spider. Thank you. Friendly fire doesn't seem to be a thing. Otherwise, I feel I would have set fire to my technomancer there. Ninja. What can you do? Can you teleport to here? And then can you hit this guy? Yep, you sure can. You missed, but you gave it a good shot. And then everybody's counterattacking everybody else. Can you... Oh, God, you're so limited in your movement. I mean, I get it. You're a tank. But, darn it, it takes you forever to get anywhere. Oh, you get a shot on that guy, though. He's not out of range. You missed, but you made the attempt. That's good. I appreciate that. And command officer, can you come over here and maybe try to get a flanking shot on these guys? 85%. You still missed on an 85. Wow, this really is XCOM, isn't it? Okay, that seems to be everyone. Oh, you. I forgot about you. What are you doing for a living these days? Come up here and shoot something. And if you can shoot that guy, that'll give you something to do with your day. You missed him. You missed him. You're a terrible person. I'm just going to fire all of you and have the incinerator do your jobs. Alright, attack and counterattack with the ninja up there. They're just dancing around each other. And it worked. I think they just counterattacked each other until somebody died. That was kind of handy, actually. Alright, Spider attacks the tank, but that's basically the tank's job. Just go ahead and be a tank. Be a tank. In fact, why don't you just shoot this guy right in the face? Do you have any good abilities? Oh, you could use your power fist now. Now that he's right up there. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that hurt. Punching a giant spider in the face. Well done, sir. Well done. Why don't you go help with the giant spider by shooting it? Thank you. How much is left on that spider? He's actually pretty beefy. You're probably not going to be able to do much, although you do have a grenade. What's the radius on the grenade? How accurately can I place that? Oh yeah, no, I'm gonna hit somebody else doing that. I'm totally gonna hit somebody else. Why don't you come down and help with the spider? You can just hang out right there. Just help with the spider if at all possible. You guys, techno lady, you may as well throw a grenade. Not gonna hurt. Yeah, go ahead and throw a grenade. Why not? Well, solved his issues. That's him all put to bed. Well, with that done, you could kind of come over here and help with the spider, Mr. Incinerator. Set fire to the spider. That spider does not want to go down. Not even a little bit. Well, now my command officer is kind of in a useless position, so you may as well just charge forward. Oh, I could have picked up that action boost while I was there, but that's fine. That's fine. I think we basically got this under control. Okay, spider hits my tank. The tank seems basically unaffected by this, and they're just going to start counterattacking each other. The spider still is not going down, though. Okay, well, Ninja, come here. Hit the spider. Wow, he's not going down. How much health does this thing have? All right, well, basically everybody is in a position to do something about this. I think the spider just panicked, but let's make sure he doesn't run away by hemming him in. And apparently, I'm only kind of just noticing this now, if they're one tile away, they don't shoot. They just sort of do a gun bash kind of thing, which is fine. And I'm sure there's a way I can make them shoot if I actually read a little further into the combat and how it works. Sorry, I was just watching my incinerator do beautiful, beautiful work, except he missed. So that was less beautiful work. And we're all just going to pen the spider in until the spider goes away. Shoot. There we go. And we're done. Okay, super. And 5 out of the 6 of them leveled up with that. Very nice work, guys. Very nice work. Except my technomancer lady. I think I might have to fire her. What did we find? Superior Helios gloves. +2 damage reduction. +3% immunity to crits. Well, that's handy. Whom would like to have that? Where's my incinerator? You're the star of the show. Where do you live? There you are. Why don't you have some nice gloves? Bingo. You can have gloves. I don't know why, I just feel you deserve these things. So there's a look at Strike Team Hydra. There are worse ways you could spend your time. For a port of a mobile game, it's not the worst thing I've ever done in my gaming history. It's a little turn-based combat. It's pretty straightforward. You just march through and shoot aliens. It's just the combat part of XCOM, dumbed down, scaled down, and, you know, with a variety of cast of characters. So I think there's worse things you could do. But there's Strike Team Hydra in 30 games in 30 days. Until the next one, I'm Dave. Thank you, as always, for joining me in the wee hours, and we'll see you next time. Johnny, you can shoot a thing 3 times with your pistol now. And I'd like to talk to you about that. I would like to have a discussion with you, Johnny, about shooting something 3 times with your pistol. Specifically, that thing.